Welcome back to TechieTape. In this video, we'll explore together how to set up iVentoy in Linux systems. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Download and extract iVentoy. Run the following commands as a normal user. No sudo required for downloading or extracting, which ensures correct folder ownership. Download the iVentoy Linux package. Replace URL and file name as needed. Extract the archive. Delete the downloaded tarball. Note on permissions: if you accidentally use sudo tar to extract the archive, root will own the files. Fix this by resetting ownership to your current user. Directory Layout Overview. Inside the extracted iVentoy folder, you will find the following directory structure: data, contains license files and system configuration data, doc, technical documentation, ISO, place your bootable ISO files here, lib, internal library files needed by iVentoy, do not add or modify files here, log, application log files for troubleshooting, user, for user files, third-party software, and auto-install scripts. Managing ISO files. Copy your bootable ISO files directly into the ISO directory. You can create subdirectories within this folder to organize your images. Important: ensure there are no Unicode characters or spaces anywhere in your directory names or ISO file names. Using symbolic links. Alternative to copying: if your ISO files are stored elsewhere on your file system or a mounted drive, you can use symbolic links to avoid duplicating files. Link a single ISO file. Link an entire directory. Link the entire ISO folder. Recommended for seamless future upgrades. Replace paths as needed. Firewall and ports. UFW for example. Ensure your Linux firewall allows the required network ports for PXE booting and the web management interface. Note: port 68 is outgoing, others are incoming. Applying rules in UFW. Run these commands to quickly open the required ports. Note: UFW's default behavior out of the box is to allow all outgoing traffic. If you haven't explicitly blocked outgoing traffic on your server, you actually don't need a rule for port 68 at all. Reload firewall. Running the iVentoy service. Navigate into the application folder and start the service script. Because iVentoy binds to restricted networking ports, like DHCP port 67, root privileges are required to run the service. Script command options. Start. Stop. Status. Accessing the web GUI. iVentoy utilizes a web-based management interface. Open your browser and navigate to locally. remotely, headless server, from another computer on the same network. Note: use Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, or Mozilla Firefox to avoid console rendering or compatibility issues. Start the PXE service. In the web UI, select your local server IP from the drop-down. Configure your IP pool range if needed. And DHCP server mode. iVentoy generally recommends prioritizing ProxyNet for most third-party DHCP setups, and click the green Start button to initialize the PXE service. Linux Persistent Auto Start, to bypass the web interface and force the PXE engine to launch automatically with your previous settings immediately. When the script executes, use the R parameter. Note: you must have configured your settings, and click the green play button in the web GUI at least once previously to generate a valid local configuration save file. How to upgrade iVentoy. Warning: never upgrade by extracting a new release directly over an old installation folder. This will overwrite and break existing configuration records. Follow this step-by-step sequence to upgrade safely. Stop the current instance. Download and extract the new version of iVentoy into a completely fresh, separate directory. Migrate your saved environment configurations. Move or relink all your operating system images from the old ISO directory into the new ISO directory. Do the same for any automated scripts stored in user scripts. Navigate into the new folder and start the service. And that's it for today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and don't forget to activate the notification bell so you won't miss out on any new uploads. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.